Hey everyone, I'm using the Mystical Tarot for our reading today. I'll choose 3 cards, read the base of the pack, and I'll also choose 3 from the Destiny pack as we're at the beginning of a beautiful and wonderful new week. We're facing so many energy shifts this week, but positive ones. So I'm setting the intention for a reading for the highest and greatest good. For the collective or anyone who views this video, the cards are jumping everywhere. There we go. 1, the 8 of Swords. 2, the Knight of Wands. And 3, the King of Swords. Wow, what beautiful cards. The 8 of Swords is showing us that we may think we have no options, but that cage is open and we have unlimited options to take. First, we start to change our thoughts. So every time they go into a place of entrapment, we shift them into a place of peace. So this is the remnants, this is the old energies that we've all been clearing from, maybe coming to the surface for us to heal and move and shift because they're blocking us from our higher self. And you can see she's not trapped at all. The cage is open. It's just our thoughts back us into this corner when they race into the future, trying to solve problems that aren't here, creating more and more illusion. Today is all around coming back into the moment, seeing the millions of options that we have. Our options change with every single second of the day. To break free from the old way of thinking now, to trust and have faith, to stay in this moment, because it's in this moment there is magic, there is wonder. From this moment, just one change of thought creates a massive shift in our reality. So whatever you're facing today, and we are coming up to the new moon on Wednesday, and then we have the vortex, the 2022 vortex tomorrow, 22nd of the 11th 2022 vortex, which is tomorrow, which is one of activation of the crown of our third eye. So we're being asked to empty our minds for tomorrow, allowing all these thoughts to dissolve, because all they will do is block us from our higher self and our true potential, and to see life as it truly is. The Knight of Wands starts things to shift. So where we have felt stuck, things starting to move now. There is a lot of fire energy coming in now with the new moon in Sagittarius, and this is all around our passion, jumping through the hoops there, keeping that focus where we want to go, not rushing anything, forcing anything. She is jumping straight through the middle of that loop, that precise, and that's what Sagittarius season that we're coming into, it asks us to do, to keep that firm focus. And she is jumping through that loop of fire there, right in the center, with ease. And then we have the King of Swords, which is in this deck a female, bringing that divine masculine and divine feminine together, coming out of the cage of those thoughts, the prison of our own thoughts, opening up now, connecting to our higher self, to this beautiful energy that is activating our crown now with expansion, setting us free from the past. She has a wand there with a star, that's lit at the end. Her crown is lit, is shining. The King of Swords has travelled through all the swords cards. The swords are our thoughts, so he has been through the mind afflictions, the overthinking, and come to a place of none of that. All the stress, all the worry about the future, about the past, doesn't change anything, only creates illness, creates disease within our minds and bodies in our life. When we come back into this moment and trust and imagine how we would feel without all the stresses of the past, all the anxiety of the past and where it's got us, absolutely no. We know where we come into alignment then, and we know everything has happened exactly how it was meant to. We have took immense wisdom from even the most painful situations in our lives. We have gained wisdom. So this is coming into alignment with our higher self now, coming into that harmony, coming into the beauty of pureness of divine love. And the base of the pack is the Queen of Wands. So we've got the King of Swords, which is female, and the Queen of Wands, and she's there with the sunflower. This is a card of prosperity, of pure magic, creative magic in our lives. When we come into that place of knowing that we can create anything by placing our attention onto it in this very moment, within 17 seconds of holding our attention onto a vision, we start then the process of that coming into our reality. So the longer we hold those visions, the quicker these, whatever it is we're focusing on, comes into life, into our reality. And the Queen of Wands is the absolute mystic, beautiful mystic. She creates from that loving compassion within her, and it emanates all around. So we've got beautiful balance here of mind, of our passion, our career, of keeping our focus straight, of realising nobody's putting us in a cage, only ourselves, only our thoughts. And as we see that cage is open, we then move into these beautiful cards, and just takes that one thought to shift into what it is that makes us happy, what it is that we are wanting to manifest in our lives. Even if it's not here, we can change, we can bring it in by changing the way we're thinking, because as we change the way we think, we change our vibration. So our vibration then starts to match better things, because we're feeling better, we're thinking better thoughts. We then start to feel better, we then start to have that passion, and it's all coming in now. We've done the cleansings, and it is to really give ourselves a pat on the back for the immense energy that we've all travelled through. And we're going to start to see the beautiful results of the work that we've done. So I'm setting the intention now for a reading from the Destiny, the Spirit of the Destiny. For a card, please, underneath the Eight of Swords. The Heart. For underneath the King of Wands. The Dove. For underneath the King of Swords, the Moon. And for underneath the Queen of Wands, the Bear. Wonderful cards. So as we come out of our heads and into our heart, see everything from love through the lens of our heart. Think from our heart, the compassion, the gentleness, the tenderness of our heart, we are then set free. We are set free from the prison of the illusion of who we think we are, who we think others are. It sets us free, and this is the journey that we're all making from our heads all the way down now into our hearts. It's the longest journey we'll ever make. And as we come and drop into our heart space, then we see everything from a place of expansion, of love. The Knight of Wands, which is that lady on horseback, going straight through the centre of that loop, that fiery loop, is saying, this is a card of unconditional love. Focus on unconditional love. This is what the dogs bring forward. And also they've just brought through the Orion. So Orion is at its peak in the sky during this time. So Orion is the card, is the star constellation of the hunter of strength, and it is said that all the gods got their strength and their insights from Orion. And as we focus on the belt of Orion, where Sirius, the dog star, and the Pleiadians is around those areas of the Orion star constellation, we receive the strength, we receive the divine insights from the constellation. So Sirius is there, which is a dog star, which is immensely healing, and we can feel the activations when we look up into the star constellation of Orion. We see that Sirius is there, it's the brightest star. And then also the Pleiadians. During today, it was from the 19th through for the next few days, that the Pleiadians is at its peak in the sky. So connect with the Pleiadians, feel the seven sisters coming in, balancing each of our chakras, holding our chakras in that perfect alignment with our higher self, with divine source energy, coming into alignment now and allowing ourselves to come in that beautiful place of centeredness, of connecting to the stars, the constellations that are up there. And the Orion's belt is meant to hold mysticism, sacred secrets. We can see it so clear. I went on a clear night now to really focus and connect with the Orion's belt and allow it to create the activation within us. We don't have to do anything, we just clear our mind and look up into the stars, and we will be activated by the energy, by the frequency that they're bringing to earth. The King of Swords is there with the moon, so the new moon coming in, bringing our divine masculine and divine feminine, our yin and our yang, into perfect alignment, to come into that beautiful connection with the higher powers, the activations that are coming from the star constellations, from Sagittarius, from Jupiter that's in Pisces. And Jupiter moves forward on the 24th, so the day after the new moon in Sagittarius, and Jupiter rules Sagittarius. Jupiter moves forward, so we're in that place of beautiful expansion, of connecting and taking the energies and the frequencies of the cosmos that's guiding us forward. And we can do that only when we clear our thoughts from the old ways of thinking, bringing clarity there. And then we have the Queen of Wands with the protection. So we are protected. When we are creating this beautiful energy, and surrounding and feeling love, and feeling that love going out into our reality. That's the greatest protection that there is. It's the greatest healer, and it creates prosperity. This is the Queen of Wands, is our passion, it's our career. So protection around our journey, around protection of our sacred gift that will manifest into our career. So wonderful time, feeling that expansion now, feeling that beautiful energy of the star constellations, of the shifts with the planets moving into Sagittarius, of Jupiter in the star constellation of Pisces. That's what I was. Jupiter is in Pisces and moves direct on the 24th of this month of November, on Thursday. So moves forward. So feeling that expansion and anchoring our mysticism into our reality, bringing that spiritual essence of who we truly are. We're not this mental. Our heads don't control our life. Thinks it does, but it doesn't. And it's only when things don't go the way that we expect them to, that we start to feel that we're trapped. When we follow our heart and are guided that way, that beautiful energy of our hearts, we realise that everything is love, regardless of what outside influences are going on, or whatever's going on in our heads. That's our interpretation. So yeah, letting all that go, moving into our hearts, taking the energies of the planets this week, the activations, the vortexes that are coming through. Tomorrow is the 22nd of the 11th, 2022, which adds up to a 3-day, which is the Empress, and the Empress is ruled by Venus, who is in Sagittarius with Mercury and the Sun. So beautiful energies, really opening our hearts to just get out of our heads, to stop looking for things that are wrong, or looking into the future of what might go wrong. Bring it back and trust, and allow your crown to open and absorb this beautiful frequency that is coming to the planet now, helping us, guiding us. So I'm sending so much love. Have a beautiful, beautiful evening, and thank you so much for listening. God bless. Thank you.